Wasn't really recorded. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hopping onto my live section. My name is Adachua, and thank you so much for waiting. I realized that the live wasn't living, so we had to now bring it to life. We currently have about 6 people watching us from YouTube. That is a good number, to be very honest with you. If you are here, you could just pop your name down the comment section, and I'm gonna see you. We do have Williams Davis here, and he is like, "Oh, it's on now. I'm so sorry. I was talking back doors. I thought I was live, but I just got here." Wow. And we also have other people from TikTok watching us as well. I really appreciate all of you. But the purpose of today, we are going to be learning how to write a professional CV. Okay, the CV that gets you the interviews and then all that you need to know regarding this particular CV. Now, before we proceed, I would also want you to be aware that if you have any, hello Mary, it's good to see you here. If you have any question, feel free to drop it into the comment section. Mr. Gabi, I see you. If you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section. And if you also have any other question that you are shy to put here, don't worry. Our WhatsApp community is safe for you to put there. And if you're also on TikTok, hello, we are here with you. We live. So you can also leave your comments here. Just that it will be very difficult for me to, do everything together. But then it will be appreciated if you put it on the YouTube. Lovely. Now, as we were talking, I was saying that I am currently working as a sterile technician in the UK, and these are some of the things I used in my CV that helped me get the job. Apart from the job that I used my CV to do, I've gotten a lot of jobs with this particular CV, and then I'm going to show you tips, let's say the tips and the gist that you need to know in order to get your CV sorted. Lovely. If you are still joining the page today and you still do not have access to the WhatsApp group, the number is +23354 3557898. Great. So at the end of this YouTube, you should be able to write your own professional CV that will land you the job that you are personally looking for. Bear in mind, I have a note. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the notes so I don't go off track. If you're still looking for the number, I'm going to pin it in the comment section for the TikTokers who do not want to make their way to the YouTube. Yes, so that is it for the TikTokers. Now, all right. So as I was saying, then the YouTube, the CV is a marketing tool. Okay, it sells you to your recruiters. What it means is that if you are looking for a job, you can't be in all places at the same time, but your CV is going to represent you the moment or the onset you send it to a company. Your CV is going to speak for you. So whatever your CV is describing you to be, that is what the company is assuming that you are. As simple as that. Great. And it is not really about your whole autobiography. You don't have to be putting in your your date of birth or something. It is tailored and it's supposed to be snapshot, because the CV recruiters, they don't even the company recruiter, they don't even have the time to be looking at everything that you have written in your CV. They just need to see the structure and the things that you have to tell them that you can do. Okay. Now, there are a lot of websites that you can use to create a CV. And this is a very, very good question Francis Sean is asking. He's asking that, please, what site is the best in creation of CV? Thank you so much, Anama. I really appreciate it. You see how I'm multitasking? Bro, I'm on live. So when you add though, and I'm on TikTok as well, I'm trying to do my best. So in case you put in you drop a question or a comment and I do not see, please forgive me for that. Lovely. Now, there are a lot of CV websites that you can use. You can even use your normal Microsoft Word, or you can even do write your own CV. But then abẹ́ẹ̀fọ́ ntintan fìdíẹ̀ no at also. So you can use it to your advantage, and you can do some for there are some free websites and then there are some paid websites. But I personally do use my perfect resume. I'm going to show you how I do my CVs. I'm going to show you how I do CVs for other people. And I'm going to show you how you can personally do your own CV. Said over to me and landed yourself the right hey wait, cancel. Yeah, the right job or the right CV. Let me present I'm gonna share a screen. Okay. Let me no, I don't want to share the whole screen. I want to share yeah. Mm, okay. Before okay, I'm still working on it, but then before I finish, okay. Lovely. Before I do that, that has been sorted. Great. Now you would realize that hi Lucy, it's good to see you here. If you are on YouTube, so if you're on TikTok, you will not see what we are doing because I am going to be displaying the kind of website I use and the kind of things I put in there. Okay. I have already told you that I use my perfect resume for my CV writings. And anybody that is close to me, that anybody that has reached out to me for a CV, that is how I do it for the person. I use my perfect resume. So if you still don't want me to do it for you, or if you want to do it by yourself, you can do that by downloading my perfect resume. Is my voice audible? Can you hear me clearly? All right. Now, the first thing that you need to know regarding a CV is that you need to keep it clean. Okay. You need to keep it clean. The most important thing that you need on your CV is your name, your phone number, and your email. You can also add your LinkedIn to it. Now, let me explain these things I have told you about. You know what? Let me have a Google document here and then expand it for you to see what I'm really trying to explain so that you don't look at my face like that. You don't look at my face and be like, Achua, I'm not getting what you're trying to say. Don't worry, I got you, okay? All right, because I told you I have a notes for that. And then, yeah, just to keep me on my toes as well. Okay. All right. Okay, so you need to keep it clean, yeah? You need to keep it clean. You need to have your name on it. You need to have your phone number, your email, and your LinkedIn. I'm sharing this tab. Yeah, lovely. Yep. Oh no, it's not really sharing. Okay, anyways, I'll do that later. All right. So you need to keep it clean. You need to have your name on it. Even sometimes in this UK, you might not necessarily have to have your whole name. It can be like just your first name and your surname. It can even be your first name. It's not really like it's not really deep. Okay. You can still have those things on it and it will still be who you are. You don't have to put your date of birth. I don't know how we got that idea of putting a date of birth on our CV, but please, we don't need it on it because if somebody is biased, the person might actually be like, oh, you are actually 20 years, you are 40 years, you are 45. Cut it off. You don't need your sex on it, like a female, a male. You don't need to put that on it. That should be off as well. And also, one more thing that you need to know is your email. Let's talk about the email. It is very, very crucial for you to have a professional email. What is the meaning of don't click at 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 the fake boy and you're looking to be a secretary for your company? Give me some of the examples in the comment section. When the someone can be that real guy at gmail.com. Sia on the Sia at gmail.com. Like, you need to make it professional. You have to put in your details. Larry Blaze on the Blaze at gmail.com. Salvation Hour, my nigga, at gmail.com. Like, bro, it doesn't work like that at gmail.com. You have to be mindful of the kind of things you put out there. Stallion at gmail.com. Even if it's your name, that's cool. But to make it professional, you can actually add a little bit of something, okay? Something like Larry Blaze Official. Pashoya Santini, I don't try to mention that name. Larry Blaze Official at gmail.com. That one alone is good. I will come back to the picture question because it is very, very important. Princess Sean, you are really doing great. You are really following. Thank you. You don't need to be putting all sorts of um type of emails on it. It makes it a bit suspicious. Just put in your I had an email when I got to this UK. I changed it. So I used my full name at gmail.com. You can use your first name and your last name at gmail.com, especially if your name is not if your name is so common, like let's say Ivan Sasante. It might be a common name. Maybe William Majekum, it might be a common name, but you still want to stand out. You can add official to it. That is how you go. Okay, that is very, very important. Please take note of it. And then that number na it also turn. Free ho. Yeah, then please take it out. And you do not need, when you're doing the CV, you don't need your full address. You don't need to be putting in your full address. See, it's not funny. You don't need to be putting in your full address. Okay. Let's say you are in the UK, you have your postcode and everything. You don't need it. The only thing that you need is your city or your country. So let's say if you are in Birmingham, and then you want to be doing an application, just put it in as Birmingham, England, Birmingham, UK. Don't go and be putting Aston Villa Stadium, Birmingham. Like, what are they coming to do in your house? Please eliminate, alleviate, extract those things. They don't need to see it in the CV. That is one of the things that you need to be very, very much aware. Now, the next thing that we'll be doing an example, okay? So just feel free and then listen to it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is your professional summary. Lots of us write CVs without professional summaries. When you're writing a CV with automated CV templates, okay, it really can bring out what you are looking for. Now, what are you supposed to put in the CV? What you need to put in the CV is who you are, what you've done, and what value you bring. I'm going to use someone as an example here. So let's say Francis Eshon is a student in the UK and he has worked in teaching institutions in Ghana, and he is currently looking for a teaching job in this UK. So Francis Eshon is going to just put it as a student in the UK who have this and this and this years of experience in teaching, and I'm looking forward to expand my ability or bring value as the teacher to this organization. That is what you portray yourself to be. So anybody that sees you on your CV is like, oh, this is actually a good catch because this is the person you are looking for. This person has this number of experience. The employer does not have to read everything before the person gets to know what you bring to the table. The moment the person sees your professional body, the professional summary, the person knows what you are bringing to the table. Lovely. Now let's proceed. Now, avoid using show an example from your CV. Yeah. No. So avoid using things like I'm a hard working team player. You were a hardworking team player. Everybody's a hardworking team player. But then what exactly are you bringing? Okay. Explain what you really are bringing. Don't use vague sentences like, I'm a hardworking team player. We know, apart from you being a hardworking team player, what can you do? Maybe you have been teaching for 4 months, 3 months, you have been doing the care job for 5 years, and this is what you do. You have been able to stand out as a best worker in your company, and then this is the value that you bring to the table. If they are interested in letting you be on it, they should just tap you in because it's Eden. That is good. Now, another thing that you need to also touch on is your skills. You need to touch on your skills, okay? They need to see what you are capable of doing. Some of these things includes, let's say you have a soft heart, like you are confident in yourself. You can write confidence. When we talk about skills, we have two different types of skills. They have the hard skill and then the soft skill. So with regards to the hard skill, ɛwɔ hɔnom, okay, that one has got to do with did I just forget the types of hard skills? Because I need to Google it because I don't think I remember any. Lovely. So something like computer literacy, project management, booking, sales. Sales is a hard skill because if somebody has the ability to do sales, the person is a top notch. If you can do marketing, you are lovely. If you can do copywriting, if you can do financial analysis, administrative skills, it is the best of the best. And that alone is going to land you one of the better jobs, depending on the kind of job you're looking for. If you can really do search engine optimization, you are on the rank. Kebab. Yeah, project management is also part of the skills, the hard skills. When it comes to the soft skills, you are going to be looking for something like the paying attention to details, those kind of stuff. Not interested. Yeah, paying attention to details, your creativity, your time management, the ability to manage time, your ability to portray as a leader, your ability to have interpersonal skills, even your interpersonal relationship with people. That alone can be a soft skill. If you have the ability to be a leader, it's a soft skill. If you have the ability to talk, it's a soft skill. If you have That's communication. If you can really solve problems, you can add it to your CV because that is a soft skill. Okay? Yep. And then you don't need to be writing them plenty as I can talk. No, just have to put them down as good communicator, or I have good communication skills, like good communication skills, time management, confidence, attention to details, and that is how you do it. If you have expertise in Microsoft, put it there. If you have expertise in data analysis, put it there. That is it for that. Now, the most important session is what we are coming to discuss, and that is your work experience. When it comes to the work experience, that is what they are looking out for. It's not really about the kind of work that you have done, but it's about what you did when you were doing that job. Okay? It's about what you did when you were doing that job. So, most of the times when you're writing your CV, you put in your job title, your company, the dates, and then the achievements that you have been able to do. Now, this is where people make their mistakes. Okay, this is where the people make the mistake. If you are currently working in your current job, make sure you are using present tense. Okay, like present continuous tense. Okay, if you have already left the job, please use past tense. If you have already left the job, may say please use the past tense. Please write it in the comment section. I want to see you, Larry. I want to see you write it in the comment section. I want to see, does it Damilari? Write it in the comment section. I want to see Gabby. Write it in the comment section. I want to see Sia. Write it in the comment section. Let me check my top viewers here. I want to see Really Dave. and Nanette's shop, Prince John Owusu, write it into the comment section. Yeah, you need to be writing in past tense if you have left the job. But if you are currently on the job, please use present continuous. Okay. Is it even the right word? I believe so. Yes, that is one of the things that you need to do. Now, when you're writing your oh, I just snapped out, sorry. When you are writing the things you did, okay, when writing the things you did, don't write as, let's say, I was responsible for sales. No, we all know you are responsible for sales because you were working at a sales team as a sales rep. What did you bring to the table? You brought 20% increase in 6 months after you. Thank you so much, Grand Poetry. After you went into the company, you saw a growth of 20% in sales because you were handling the sales section. So you increase the company sales to about 20%. Okay, so let's use a simple example. No, I'm not reading. Let's use a simple. I have some notes that I'm looking at it, and I'm also doing a YouTube live session. That is why you do not see my face here. I can't be glued to this place because this is the main reason we are here. Yeah. All right. So let's use a simple example as a teacher. Okay. So let's say you are a teacher and then you are looking for a TA job in this UK. You can keep it simple because um, you did not do sales and you can't be ranking the human quantum with percentages. You can actually make it look like, oh, so during my term of office or whilst in the teaching sector, I was about 100 students, or let's say 30 students, were able to read and write on my watch. It is literally your watch. Okay. Thank you so much, Grand Poetry. It is your that is what you were doing. And that was the time you were working as a teacher. So when you were working as a teacher, 100 students were able to read and write. If you're working as a science teacher, 100 students were able to pass their science BC successfully, all because of what you did. That is what they want to see. They want to see the results, not just because we're a teacher. Everybody was a teacher, but what did you bring to the table? Do you get it? Like my science teacher, like this, he taught me science, and I could write BEC Inform 2, and I went to write, and I passed, and I went to KST, and I went to do science again. Do you get it? That is something that he can boast of. That is something that he has done for me. Do you get it? Exactly. So that is how you're supposed to be writing your CVs, not just telling them you are a teacher. No, but putting it into practical experience, practical example for them to really, really understand. And then when it comes to your education, okay, if you're in the CV, if you're in the UK and writing the CV, please limit your educational background to two. Sometimes you don't even need to see your educational background, but because it is a current stage of your life, please put it in there. But don't be so focused on the educational background that you forget about the actual work experience, because that is what they are looking for. So with the educational background, you are doing project management at the University of Law. Just write it, project management, University of Law. If you feel like there are some skills that you need to put in there for them to see, just like write it down, and then that is absolutely okay for them to know. And then you keep relevant certifications. So let's say that you are a student, all right, but then you want to do a care job, or you are a student but you want to do a teaching job. You can let them know that you have your QTS, you can let them know that you have your MVQ, you can let them know that you have some certifications, you have your care certificate, something to let them know that you are ready for the job, some certificates that you have done. You can even go to LinkedIn, learn something. You are working, you are a student, you have access to LinkedIn, they are paying it for you. Go there, learn something, attach it to your CV, the kind of jobs and the kind of certifications you have gotten for yourself. And it is a plus for you. Please bear that in mind. Now, A lot of you are also telling me that you have not gotten yourself some jobs. Sometimes too, you can start by doing voluntary works. Okay. When I came to the UK, I worked voluntarily with British Heart Foundation for about 6 months. I was not working as at the time I started working with them. But then as time goes, that's an internship experience. Yes, I will talk about that one, Richard. As time went on, I got a job and I was still working hand in hand with British Heart Foundation until I left that city and I had to let them know that I'm leaving. It helps you. One of the things that really helped me when I was working with the British Heart Foundation was my English, because you are actually going to be speaking in English. You're going to be counting pounds. You're going to be talking to the customers. Excuse me, you okay? You're right. Do you need any other thing? Do you need a bag? That alone is increasing your confidence in speaking to people, because some of us are really, really shy. And then we do not. But if you have the ability to really explain and express yourself to other people, you build the confidence. You don't need to get paid. See, yeah, it is not paid voluntarily. It's to volunteer. It is not paid. But then they will give you like breakfast. They'll make you like comfortable. They'll give you food and stuff. But it is not a paid job. It is something that you are doing to equip your own skills and add it to your CV so that it would reach out very pleasing and lovely. If you are just hopping onto the page, my name is Joshua, and then what we are doing here right now is to learn is we are learning how to write a more professional CV that can get you interviews and so forth. Lovely. Now, Richard Watson asked a question. He said, "Does internship count?" Yes, internship experiences do count. Okay. The reason I'm saying this is that um in the UK, they don't differentiate between full-time, part-time, internship, voluntary works. They call all of that work experience. So even if you work like even if you work like a week or a day somewhere, it is an experience you got because it was a job you delivered. It was a work you did. So they still counts as a working experience. Please bear that in mind. Okay, great. Now, yeah, we are done with the main thing. We are done with the main things that has to be done on the CV. If you are here, you are not going to see what you're going to do. You're going to try and do an example of how the CV should be done. So please make sure that you are coming onto the YouTube so that you understand what we are trying to say. This is the fourth point of what we're going to discuss, and then we're going to do that in about 5 minutes. Okay. The common mistakes that we make when writing a CV. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about. The CV needs to be short. The CV, it needs to be short. You thank you so much. The CV needs to be short. Okay, you don't have to write like a 10-page CV. You don't need a 5-page CV. You don't even need a 2-page CV. You just need a page CV, or like maximum 2 pages. Even 2 pages is too much. 2 pages is too much. 2 pages is too much. And then, according to the research I did, it said more than 2 pages, unless it's academic. No, even it's too much. For 2 pages, it's even too much. You just need a single page because they are only will look at the face of what you are writing just to assess what you can bring to the table. You don't need to prove to them that you have gold in your CV. You have to do that in the first page. And once they see what you have in the first page, that alone can land you the job. Exactly. Now, apart from that, you don't have to make your CV generic. Okay, you have to see you have to tailor your CV for the particular purpose you are. Thank you, for the particular purpose you are writing the CV for. So you have gone to see a job, and then you are giving them a generic CV. They will not employ you because they will realize that you are just looking for the job and you are not bringing anything to the table. But then, let's say I've seen an advertisement for teaching. That is where you have to go and create your teaching CV. So when you're teaching Dakrana, you can do something about it. Create a teaching CV. Now the amount almost say, what try the other? Then make them patch so what you say. Don't go and explain to somebody to understand, but then this is what I'm trying to say. Coded, coded. So you would have to do something for them to understand. Let's say you want a care job. The care job you're looking for, you have never been to a hospital agency before. You have never worked for a care agency. You have never worked for a hospital. But you have a father, you have a mother, you have a grandmother, you have a sister who have been sick before. You have taken care of the person before. You are compassionate. You have done that. That alone is an experience. Like I told you, in the UK, you don't need to have they classify working internship, voluntary, full-time, part-time, everything as work experience. So even if you took care of your own family members, that is possible to be a work experience. And then one thing that you need to do is that they will train you on the market. They will train you on the job. So you don't have to really panic. All that you need to do is be confident about yourself and then give them what they want. Tailor your CV for the specific job you're going to be looking for. If you're going to look for a waitress CV, tailor the CV to that specific job. If you're going to be looking for a project management CV, tailor the CV to fit that particular job. If you're going to be looking for a project management job, tailor the CV to fit. Let's say you're going to be doing a project management job in a museum. You have actually handled a wedding event before, write it inside. You have actually handled an event in your uni, write it inside. They want to see how you did it. That alone is what they're looking for. The results you are bringing, know what you have done. Do you get my point? So just give it to them. Give it to them back to back. And that's some period. Okay. And then list your achievements instead of your responsibilities. Please also bear in mind that you can't use the same CV for the same job, for different jobs. You can't use the same CV for every single job you see. So me, even before I write a CV for you, I will let you know the kind of job we are going to apply because I know I've seen your personal CV and I know your capabilities and your potential strengths. So that is where I can actually sit to think that, oh, Semeka say, Okakopɛ adwuma wɔ this sector, ubenya adwuma na intentem. So basically, you are going to land yourself a job if you use this particular CV for this particular job, because you can't go and use a care job CV for a teaching CV. It doesn't correlate. There is zero correlation. Please bear in mind. All right, now let's go into the practical example of how to write a CV. Okay, if you are on the TikTok, you will not be able to understand what is actually going on here. So please feel free and let's do this on the. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen already. So I need to, what do I need to do? How do I share the screen? Oh my days. Oh no, many choices ran at me. Guys, okay, I'm removing this one. I need to share this one. Oh my share. How is the screen not sharing? Sharing. It's sharing. Can we share it? Okay. Please, I want to listen to see whether it's actually working. Okay, it's absolutely fantastic. Now let's proceed. Like I told you, this is what I use to write my CVs. You can do same for yourself. We are not in any competition, even though we're all looking forward to have our stay, but we are not in any competition. And then me showing you what I did will not bring me down, except you want to bring me down. Amen. Now, please make sure that this one is a paid version, okay? This one is a paid version, but I am going to. Oh, not this one. I am going to teach you how this CV can be done. Okay. Mm, yeah. All right. So when you go to the My Perfect CV, My Perfect Resume, sorry. Yeah. Hi, Zishan. You okay? Yeah. When you go to My Perfect Resume, this is how the website looks like. It is not My Perfect CV, it is My Perfect Resume. This is how the page looks like. So make sure that you are doing it. If you are on TikTok, you will not see what we are doing. You will not understand. So make sure you're making your way to the YouTube to really understand what is actually going on. All right, the sharing now. Tailor your CV to fit the particular job. That is what we are talking about. Let me go through this to see whether we have some questions or Ajawachawa. Whether we have some questions or something in the comment section. Okay, do you need to add do you need to add references or refer to your CV, and your company will contact the reference when applying for the job? We will get there. I will answer that question, Larry, in some few minutes. Now, when you are applying or when you are making your CV with this particular website, yeah, for making a CV with this particular website, it's going to ask you a few questions, but well, it is quite important that you just choose like less than 3 years, or you can choose five, depending on your experience. You can choose your level, okay? So you go in with less than 3 years, and you can tell them whether you're a student or not. And you can choose or prefer not to answer. All right. Now, moving on to the actual details, we are going to start by doing an example of a CV. I'm going to need to have an example. We need somebody to use, or okay, probably we're going to be putting in any details as well. Now, one thing that someone asked in the on the comment section, that can you add picture to your CV? I'm looking for that particular can you add picture to your CV? I can't find that. Uh-huh. Yes. So do I need to add, or do I need to put my picture on there? This is what I want to talk about to you. In the UK, they don't need to see your face. They just want to see the delivery, what you're delivering. Okay, you don't need to show them your face or make them see who you are. It's not necessary. Go on without the photo. Okay, go on without the photo, and you can make it one column or two columns depending on how you want it. So let's choose this one. I am choosing this one. After I am done, if I still do not like how it looks, I can definitely change it. Now, if you are doing the CV writing, you can choose to upload your resume, or you can choose to start from scratch. It is very, very crucial that you start from scratch, because you may never know the mistakes on your old resume. If you're on TikTok, you will not understand what we are doing. If you're on TikTok, you will not understand what we are doing. So make sure that you are following what we are doing here. Great. Now, this is what you need to understand. Yeah. In this page, you just need to write your name and where you are located. All right. So let's say I'm going to be writing. So I'm going to be writing my details. That's like let's say my name is Sandra. All right. So Sandra and Sandra assuming. Great. So this is Sandra assuming, and that is my name. You just have to write your name and then your surname. And you realize that whilst you are writing it, your details will be written here for you. Yeah, exactly. Now, why is this showing my details? Oh my days. Let me stop sharing first. Hold on. Because I need to protect myself first. Yep. So please hold on. Let me manage my addresses, because this needs to be out. Delete. This needs to be out. Delete. This needs to be out. Delete. Lovely. Yeah, everybody knows that I'm in Birmingham, though it doesn't really matter. But now let's proceed. Great. Mary, Mary. Mhm. Uh-huh. So you write in your city, like I was telling you, you don't need to put in your details. Like let's say I'm in Birmingham, maybe I'm in B18. You don't need to put in the B18. No, it's not needed. Okay. All that you need to know is the Birmingham that you need to put in, and that alone is okay. You don't need to put in your postcode. So let's say we are going to be using Manchester. Yeah. So you just write in Manchester, then the postcode, you don't even need to put in the postcode, and then the country, you can just put UK, United Kingdom. You put in the United Kingdom and then your contact number. Ah, yeah. So you put in your contact number. So let's say we are going to put in 054 054 055 3559875. You can contact this number if you are looking forward to join the WhatsApp page. Yeah, we will add you to that number to the page. So you can put in these details, and then Sandra assuming from Manchester, and that is it. Your number and then your email address, chiwesavenyo@gmail.com. You can send your details to me if you want me to do a CV for you at gmail.com, and then that is how we go. All right. So you realize that as you are doing it, it will be writing here for you. So Sandra assuming Manchester, United Kingdom, your number will be here, your email address will be there. Then that is how you proceed. Now you move on to the education background. Okay. With regards to the education, you can put in your school name. So whose school should we use? Whose school should we use? Larry, you can put in any uni. You can put in any uni. So let's say we are having someone from please, what app are you using for the CV? My perfect resume. My perfect resume. Okay, so let's say we are using Ulster University London campus. So Ulster University, yeah, Ulster University. Then the school location will be London. You will not see what I'm doing because you are taking a seat and relaxed on TikTok. Ka wo ho ne kɔfa ka ɛwɔ junction no so na February YouTube ne ɛnto asomfiri hɔ no. Now, you are doing MSc, Master of Science in, let's say, accounting. Okay, let's say you are doing Master of Science in accounting, and then your graduation year is the year you are expecting to graduate. Let's say you're going to be graduating in 2026, and that is going to be in September. You can leave it like that. You can even choose not to write it. That is absolutely fine. Yeah. Add any additional coursework that you feel is relevant. You can decide to do that. You can also decide to forget about it and then proceed. Now, you realize that the moment you finish writing all those details, your education summary comes here. So it says enter your education experience so far, even if you are currently a student or you have not graduated. And then maybe you add one or two units to it. Probably you went to KNUST for bachelor. So you can just write Kwame in Kurmard University of Science and Tech. You can actually write KNUST because no one really cares. Yeah. Then you write Ghana. Because you are in Ghana, you went to school in Ghana, and then, well, that's nice, friend. Thank you. And then you are schooling in the UK and you need a UK CV. You don't have to go and put tech or Dioma, just so Kentin Chrono, Asafo. They don't need it. They don't need to see it because they don't know where that is. But just put Ghana. You put in your degree. Let's say you did Bachelor of Science in the same field, that's accounting. Yeah, you just put it down and then you put your graduation date. That's like November, let's say 2024. Lovely. Now you are done. Yeah, you realize that this one has been sorted. This is so easy. You can do it by yourself. Let me go back and see what I've done. Simple. Yeah. Now, you can skip this. You can skip this and then you can actually write job seeking if you want to. Now let's fill out your experience. Now, this is where the problem is. Maybe you have been working as a TA, that is fine. If you have been working as voluntary, you can be doing that. You can put in your details here, like let's say sales representative, and then maybe let's say I employed you, Chihuahua Avenue Consult. All right. Yeah. So let's say I employed you and then you worked for me in Ghana and you actually worked remotely. You can actually put remote job or you can just leave it as Ghana. You start the starting date, maybe January 9, 2000 into the banner letter, mommy, too much on my show. We just so you can actually put it like this and then put I'm currently working there. If you're still currently working in that company, if you're not currently working in that company, you have to put the end date, and that is how it works. So maybe you're a sales rep. This is the nice part of it. This one is going to this one is going to give you the job description, real estate. Yes. So real estate sales representative, this one will give you the detailed thing that you need, the recommendations and then everything. This one will write it for you. So you just come and put it here, developed and maintained strong client relationships, conducted market analysis, collaborated with the mortgage brokers and the streamlined financing processes for clients and all of that. When you are done with this is what you need to know because you're currently working for me and you haven't stopped working for me, you need to put it as develop and maintain. This is where the mistake comes. This is where the mistake comes because people will be writing past tense. Like I told you, you do not have to leave your CV in past tense. You need to put your CV in the present if you are still working for that company. If you are not working for that company, feel free to make it in the past. And that is absolutely fantastic. But since you are still working for the company, leave it in this. Lovely. Now you are done with this. You make sure that everything is fine. But this is also missing a lot of things. Let's see. Developed and maintained strong client relationships to facilitate property transactions. So here is missing something. What is it missing? This one is collaborate. This one is missing your results. This is only telling you about your responsibilities. It is only describing your job, but it is not giving you the results of what you yielded. You developed and maintained strong relationship with clients, and so what? I'm not insulting you, but then and so what? By increasing sales to a 20% every month, by increasing returning clients every quarter, by maintaining customer satisfaction, by do you get what I'm trying to say? Is it making sense? Exactly. So that's what you need to know. That's what you need to do. Yeah. So let's say we're done with this part, or I should do it for you to see. Let me go and do it for you to see. I know somebody come and tell me I did not see. Okay, I'm going to do it for you to developed and maintained strong client relationships to facilitate property transaction, increasing sales. Okay, increasing sales to to, to facilitate property transactions, develop and maintain strong client relationship to facilitate property transactions, resulting in 20% of sales increment, 20% increase in property transactions. Yeah, no, no. Develop and maintain strong client relationships to facilitate property transactions, resulting in 20% increase in property transactions in sales. In sales, yeah, in petology, lovely. What finishing? No, what finishing employer? No, who else? Oh, Sandra, assuming girl, no, why are there? But to me, my 20% sales. That's how it works. As so it goes. Yet collaborate with mortgage brokers to streamline um, financing processes for clients, improving rapid efficiency. They make answer with you. Now I try man fine. Well, who we are when we say girl no why are there being when they all yeah because of our juma now you don't need to be supervised. You can work without supervision. You can add more skills if you want to. We are working with time. And then I'm sorry, you can add more working experience. Now, this is the top four skills that this has given you, this AI has given you. You can put them down there. You can actually add yours to a relationship building, sales expertise. You know, you can add a lot. You can even add some soft skills. And that is how you can build that part of you. So let's say communication. You can also put time management. You can also put project management because the real estate is a project. You can put all of those things down, but you try to then, differentiate between the soft skills and the hard skills. You mix them together. That is what makes you a perfect person. Perfect combio, la collab. Okay. Now you summarize it. Then you briefly, because of what you have told the AI, it is going to write something for you. Okay, it's going to write something for you. Now, let's say it's going to give you a lot of details. That's going to be your professional summary. It's going to be like, let's say, personable and driven with solid understanding of real estate market dynamics and excellent communication skills, knowledge of property valuation and market analysis, coupled with strong negotiation and sales techniques, committed to facilitating seamless transactions and achieving optimal outcome for clients. You see, tell me who will not employ you. Now they are also looking forward to work with your team. What killing? You have given this person this thing. You are done. Like you are absolutely done. You have finished the person. Or you need defe. You get my point. So somebody will see this one and it's like, nah, I cannot sit on my toes. I cannot sit on my boss. I need to stand on my toes to employ this person. And this is what you don't you can't send this CV to a care job. For a care job, no. You can't send this CV for a teaching job. This is going to be for real estate because it is designed for real estate. Just Delivery Money app allows UK residents to send money to their families in Ghana. Tap send. I'll send you a link. All right, so that is it. You can choose to add some certifications. You can choose to add some websites or some portfolios. Some people have portfolios. Someone like me have a portfolio. So, hi, understand you okay? So I can add my portfolio to it. Or that's understand. He was awarded best student in our uni. I think he did this kind of sports team, and it really really came out lovely, and he was awarded for that. Congratulations, we love you, we appreciate you. So you can add websites, and then this is where you can put in declaration or reference. Now with the references, okay, I would really appreciate that you don't put in any reference here. Why am I saying this? If you go and put Adrachewa here as your referee, we can be calling Adrachewa every now and then. Adrachewa will not pay the call. You can use Lemfi. Yeah. Adrachewa will not pick the call because Adrachewa doesn't even know what you're doing, and she doesn't even know why somebody is calling her from a different company. So this is where you have to put in that referees available upon request. So after you're done with the job and then you know that, oh, this job there, associate mommy, I'm definitely going to be getting this job. Then you will call your employer, or you will call the people you know that are reliable. Sure. I will do that. Understand? The people that you know that are reliable, you let them know that you have a job coming in, and then they'll be calling you for a free referencing. This is where you do it. Cheers. So you put in upon request, on request. Okay. Yeah, you put in this way, reference available upon request, and then you finalize it. This is how it's supposed to be looking like. As simple as this. This is very, very easy. And then this website makes it more easy for you. All right. Perfect. Now, you don't need to put a picture in there, like I said. You don't need to um do a lot of things. Just put in your details, go straight to the point, do whatever you need to do, and then that is all. Now you can choose to add a lot of experiences to it, the working experience you need it, put it in there. It is going to help you, but limit it to the most important ones regarding the job you're going to look for. And then when it comes to the professional CV, the professional summary, let it rhyme with the work experience. Don't make it look lengthy. It can look simple. If you don't like this template, there are a lot of templates that you can choose from. You can choose from this one, you can choose from this color. I mean, it is up to you to decide. But I would prefer that you go in with like a blue color because that is the professional color. Okay, exactly. Then when you are done, you can send this to the job you're looking for, put it across, and you will see the jobs coming in just like that. Exactly. And I would prefer that you just maintain this one, or you can even maintain this is lovely, and maintain this one, and you are good to go. You are good to go. You are good to go. You don't have to be putting a lot of things inside there. This alone is okay for you. But someone will not be able to make it, or someone cannot still cannot do it. That person, you still have to send me your if it's a subscription money. I'll do it for you. Don't worry. You won't pay for time. Just pay for the subscription, and then I will just do it for you. And that is all. So this brings us to the end of learning how to do the CV right in. And I hope it was worth it. I hope you understood everything that we did about it or discussed about it. And that is it. You just follow the link and everything. I'll attach the link to the page so that you can You can download it from here and then do your own CV if you want to. Yeah. All right. So this is the chance. This is the time. If you have any question that you want to ask, please feel free to ask. And then please save yours in questions and save it in PDF format. Okay. Don't save it in Word format. Just save it in PDF format and then send it to them. They would appreciate it like that. So what is the hardest part about writing CVs? Let me know which part is very, very difficult, because I think I really, really took my time to really explain it. If you have your CV here right now with you and then you want me to review it as we are here, please drop it. Let me have it now so that I will check for you. If not, we will have to do that on another day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for the question though. Let me see. Does anybody have any question? Okay. So we currently have there, but I'm kicking him from the page, and I'm also kicking Matthew from the page. Thank you so much. And do you know anyone? No. Where will I drop mine? So Larry, you can send it to my email, chiwesavenue@gmail.com, so that we can review it now. Because once I'm off, I'll have to do something else, and I might not get the time and the chance to check for you. So you can do it now, chiwesavenue@gmail.com, and then we will proceed. Like, yep. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. But I hope today's live session was helpful. And then, yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to be dropping the YouTube session for now. And then if you still have, oh, yeah. 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 Are you going to see? Oh, yeah. I was asking, are we going to see some samples? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And we made the samples available. We learned a lot today. Thank you so much, Francis. So, guys, let me also do this. I'm going to talk about that later. Let me also do this for the purposes of YouTube. This is my page, and I'm trying my best to do all that I can to help and assist people. Like, I also want to live my life. Especially when it comes to like doing vlogs and all of that. So most definitely I'll be mixing up one or two content on this page, but then it's still the same page and it's still the same platform and it's still the same Ajachawa. I hope this video was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring it to the end now, and I will definitely see you when I see you. I think the next video might be next week. We're going to talk about the things you need to do when you get to the UK. But I don't want to promise because I might actually end up doing something else. Anyway, if I click on your screen or if I hit your screen, please feel free to join the live sessions, and I'll see you in my next video. And that's a period. Bye, everyone. See ya. And